everybody, welcome to my kitchen. This is Mary with Mighty Health, and I'm here for a recipe redo. It's a good one, it's a great one of my favorites. We're gonna do fish tacos with a mango salsa made fresh. It's something you can take to your outside grill if you want to keep the heat out of the kitchen. I have a little tiny oven and it should be just great. I want to welcome Natalie, who's here to help us with the nutrition part of all this food. Hi, Natalie.
Hi Mary, how's it going?
Great, glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Good. Well, if you guys want to get started making this delicious recipe, it comes together quickly, but the one thing that might be slow is getting that oven up to temp. So if you are baking along with us, go ahead and preheat your oven to 450. If you're using convection, 425 is fine. I'm going to go over the ingredients and then we'll start cooking. All right, so of course the main attraction is the fish. This is a piece of cod. It's about a pound. Our recipe calls for about 1.5 pounds, but this fillet of cod goes a long way to making tacos. So I have it ready to cut, and to that I'm going to season it with some oil, some cooking oil. I'm going to use coconut oil today. You could also use olive oil, avocado oil. A high heat oil is best, so that's why I'm going with the coconut. And then here's our seasonings for the actual fish tacos. It's going to be a little bit of each of these ingredients. We're going to start out with 1.5 teaspoons of honey, and then of all of these spices right here, we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons. So chili powder, cumin, smoked paprika, some garlic powder, and then this one is to taste. This little baby cayenne, it packs a punch. So if you love heat, you can go up to about 1/2 teaspoon of that. I'm a little wimpy on that. I'm gonna go 1/4 teaspoon. If you're not into heat at all, just add some black pepper and that'll give you enough punch. So moving away from what we season this fish with, we're gonna also make a delicious mango salsa. I cheated and I bought my mango pre-cut. If you have mangoes at your market that you can peel and cut, that's great too. I'm gonna, of course, cut these up a bit more. And our mango salsa recipe is very, very simple. I'll show you over here the main players in it. So besides the mango, we have some red onion, some jalapeno. There's more spice. Again, this is to taste. It calls for 1 to 2. You could even do 1/2. And then 2 limes and some cilantro. So we're gonna put this together, but first we'll do the fish, and then we're gonna put it into a corn tortilla. This is just an organic corn tortilla. It's quite small, but I find this size works so well for handling and holding a little bite-sized, a few bites of a fish taco. And the whole recipe comes together. It's so fresh and delicious. So let's get started, right, Natalie?
Absolutely. Let's start with that beautiful fish. I love cod. Yeah. It's a mild flavor, which it means goes with a lot of different things, but it also has a lot of health benefits too. So it's really good for weight management and heart health because of all the vitamins and minerals in there, especially the B12. And it's actually low in mercury. I know it's like a big concern for a lot of people with fish is the mercury, but this doesn't have that much in it, which is great. And I will say it does have some omega-3s, which is good for heart health. Not as much as a fattier fish, but this is a really good option. You're still getting a lot of those omega-3s into this meal.
Yeah. And you certainly can use a fish like a salmon or something higher in omega-3s for this recipe. I happen to have this fresh piece of cod. You can also buy frozen fillets and just thaw them the night before. I patted this dry so there wasn't too much moisture in it. And then to this, I'm going to just put it into my bowl so I can start seasoning it. Okay, I'm gonna wash the fishy off my hand. Give me just a moment.
I love all the spices in this recipe. They're not only delicious, but spices are actually one of the best bang for your buck in terms of nutrition because they're so small, they're pretty affordable, and they have a lot of vitamins and minerals and health benefits.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So here I'm gonna start with my coconut oil. I'm gonna go 1.5 tablespoons. I'm going to go chili powder next.
I love this because
a little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice, and you really only need a little bit to get the health benefits. These spicy foods, they have a compound in them that really help with fighting inflammation and pain management. So it's kind of a sneaky, really good thing to add into your diet. It's all these different types of peppers.
Wow, that's interesting. What spice is that?
It's called capsaicin. I have a very hard time saying it. Capsaicin. It's what's found in peppers, and it's really, really good at fighting that inflammation and pain.
So this is cumin, so not a lot of spice in it, but good flavor. Okay, here's where I go down to my littlest little spoon. We're doing some cayenne red pepper. Natalie, if you were here, I'd go half teaspoon.
I would do a half teaspoon. I would do a half teaspoon. Sorry.
They said a half will really heat it up. So we're gonna just blend this together. If you don't like the cayenne at all, then just use a little bit of black pepper instead. That's perfectly fine. And then I'm gonna just put it on. You could do it on I have a really non-stick tray right here. You could also use a piece of parchment if you have a pan or a baking sheet that tends to stick on you. And then if you're trying to keep the heat outside, you could probably grill this, but I would use some type of pan that you could set on your grill so you don't get fish falling to no man's land. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in my oven. It's 425, my oven is. And then I'm gonna set a timer. It says to cook this recipe for 8 to 10 minutes. And when I tried it in my oven, it really did need the full 10. So that gives us time to make some salsa. All right, I'm gonna start with my mangoes.
I love mango. It's really great for controlling hunger and bloating. It's all that good fiber it has in there, which I know we've talked about at length. But also just a ton of vitamins and minerals in this too. Vitamin C, copper, vitamin A, just so many good things in there. And it's really good for your hair and skin, which is always an added benefit, especially in the summer.
Yeah. So when you buy the pre-cut up mangoes, they kind of come in very ununiform pieces. And then you just want to cut up your mango, try to make it more uniform and into pieces that, you know, are going to be bite-sized for you. And I also love adding jicama to my mango salsa, which I'm not doing today.
You know, you can get them in, and this is probably a good time to talk about it. You can get at Trader Joe's, they have jicama tortillas.
Oh.
So if you want a more low carb option instead of corn, you could try those. The flavor would pair really well with the mango. Or you can get almond flour tortillas. I think there's even like chickpea, cassava flour tortillas now. Adding avocado would be amazing to this. I make a salsa in the summer with avocado, mango, cilantro, red onion, and then I add strawberries to it too. And you just scoop it up with a chip and it's delicious.
Okay, so I kind of got it to a certain spot, and then I do this a lot with where I hold down the tip of my knife and I kind of get it all a little bit smaller since it's going on to the topping of our tacos. So this is going to go in the bowl, and then we're going to add all of these things into our bowl. Little ingredient you were talking about, it probably is in this jalapeno as well, right? I have going right here.
It's especially concentrated in the ribs, so if you want something that's less spicy, you just take the ribs out of a pepper, but it's still going to be, you're still going to have those health properties on the outside of the pepper as well. So the whole pepper has it, but that spice is really concentrated in a pepper in that middle bit.
Yes, I was just going to say that. My spice level is got to get these seeds out of here. Look at that seasoning on those yummy little tender pieces. I can tell they're just cooked through. It does need a minute to cool, so I'm gonna put it right there and add my lime. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to show you really quickly how I pull this together. And you can just take these corn tortillas, use them as they are. What I like to do is turn on one of my burners just for a minute because it really makes a difference.
And if you don't have a gas stove top, you can always just throw them in the oven, wrap them in tin foil, or even just microwave them to get them a little warm.
Okay, so now we are ready. Let's put all these fun guys together. All right, should we give it a taste? I'm a little hungry. Ooh, it's has all the goodness coming out of one end. So use your plate. Take a bite over your plate. My recommendation. So good. Wow. Wait for it. Wait for it. You guys have got to make this. It is so good. You can entertain a crowd with this too because it comes together so easily, and you could just have, you know, everybody assemble their own down the assembly line.
It looks like it tastes like summer.
Don't miss out on this one, friends. All right, we did it. Another recipe redo, a healthy grilled fish taco with the mango salsa. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all your words of wisdom, Natalie, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thanks, Mary.
Bye. Oh, thank you.